Technology used to be like stupid and fun, and now it's just like how much can we remove humans from the loop and also just scary. Let's just be honest, that's just what it is. Like, do you remember in the early, like late 2000s, early 2010s, things were cool, man. You know, the iPhones was coming out. You were getting Google Glass. I mean, that's a weird example, right? Because it didn't really succeed, but it was like, it was quirky. And then the biggest things back then were like scooter startups as well. That was huge. You had like cryptocurrency. Like things were stupid. They were fun. You could recognize easily that hey, this is gonna last. This might not last. Airbnb's coming out, Uber coming out. Like things back then, I feel like it was like coolish. You know, I mean, don't get me wrong. There's problems with Uber and like what they did to like the taxi communities and like Airbnbs and what they did to like not only hotels but just like people buying these short-term like horrible rentals and just like not keeping things up to par and like a lot of grifters, you know. I mean that sucks. But the point I'm trying to make with that is that like things used to be cool, you know, and how it's just like the latest technology buzz is the latest Kimi model, the latest Anthropic model, Fable, you know, it's able to do like 90% of humanity's last exam, you know. I'm like, you know, obviously that metric is not true, but you understand what I'm saying. It's just more and more about like reaching this like point of singularity. And we're just like in this AI bubble space where like everyone I feel like I talk to is just they're scared, man. They're scared of this thing taking their jobs away. They're scared of not knowing how they're gonna be able to feed their family, right? Because you know, people do jobs for the most part. If you do it out of passion, that's like amazing for you, and I'm very envious. But people just do it for the paycheck, just a way to make ends to mean this, so they can support what they do like, maybe like their hobbies of gaming, painting, going outside, you know, rock climbing, you know, doing whatever. But now you have this thing where it's just like it's scary, dude. It's just like it's force fed down everywhere you look. There's just some depictions or just like videos of AI everywhere. And what I mean by that is like you go on YouTube, you go on TikTok, you go on Instagram. So many of this is automated content just made by AI without many humans in the loop. And it's just like AI slop. I guess that's the term people use. And I guess that's true what it is. And then on the corporate side, you just have like, again, Claude Code, Codex, you know, whatever models companies use, just trying to like automate your job away. And I saw this thing in I don't know exactly where they're doing it, but it was somewhere in like maybe India or Bangladesh where they had like women who like fold laundry have a camera GoPro attached to their head just to collect data so they can eventually make robots to just automate their jobs away. And I'm like, dude, like is this where we're at in society now? Like what comes after everyone's job is automated away? When technology has taken over us all, then what? What are we supposed to do? You know, it's not like we live in some ideal future where somehow, let me take a sip of water real quick. Live in some ideal future where all our food needs are taken care of, all our like health needs are taken care of, where we can just chill, like our housing. No, we don't have that. We still live in a society where we need to handle these things for ourselves. So the question becomes, like, what? The question becomes like, what's supposed to happen? And I don't have the answers to that, and I don't know if anybody really does. Um, I guess you could predict what could happen, and it's not good. Like, if I'm not mistaken, the head of Anthropic's safety. Again, the point of this channel is to be a bit more raw and unfiltered. So if the research is not there to proper, I apologize. But it's kind of the purpose I started this, just to be like raw and filtered thoughts. But the head of Anthropic Safety literally quit his job to do poetry and like meditate. And it's just like that's not a good omen, man. That can't be a good omen. Like he obviously knows something we don't. And it just feels like the future does not seem exciting anymore. If you asked me in 2010, man, 10 years from now, 10, 15 years from now, what do you think we'll have? People back then will probably be like, oh, have like flying cars, like the whole like back to the future type of spiel that everyone gives of like what they think the future is going to be. But no one in their right mind would have ever wanted or guessed, yeah, we're going to have an AI singularity crisis where AI is just trying to take all your jobs away. Data centers are being built where government land is. It always emits sound if you live in that vicinity, and it just kind of sucks. Like, honestly, it just sucks. And what I mean by sucks is that point in society where we are sucks. The AI itself is like getting good, which is like it's cool in the sense that I guess I must give credit where credit is due. It is cool that AI is at a point where natural language we can like have it do super complicated tasks. Like that is impressive, but it kind of just feels like you took away the glory of it, of like it used to be difficult to code. It used to be difficult to code big systems. Now anybody can come and do it, which is cool for the accessibility standpoint. But then it's just like it loses its beauty. Like there used to be a time if you had a coding website that I was like, damn, that's good, man. Like that's impressive. Let's see what your projects are. But now it's like anyone can have any project, like ever. So how do you even stand out? Like the beauty and difficulty of things have just been automated away. And that's also like delving into like artwork too with like the thumbnails and like AI generated art. And I'm not like some kind of like saint who doesn't use these things. I use these things too because that's just where we are in society. Like it's also like required by my job. I have no choice but to use these things, and they are very helpful. I can't like lie and say they aren't, but I don't know, man. You lose a certain magic with things, and it kind of feels like this is not where I would have thought society would have been in 2026. And it just like even YouTube in general. This will be a topic for another video, but like YouTube used to be fun, man. You used to hop on there, see interesting videos, interesting video essays, just general content, and that still exists. You know, I'm not saying it doesn't, but now you just see those YouTube shorts just hitting you immediately. And dude, half this is like AI generated, like really weird, like plant stories with like tomatoes and like other vegetables and like humanoid. If you have not seen what I'm talking about, I probably sound crazy. But it's like all these generated AI storylines, it is getting weird, dude. We're definitely in the worst timeline. I have to admit, this is not the best timeline to be in. But yeah, this is kind of the point of this video. Just kind of trying to do some more like just like raw commentary. This is also my first video, so it's probably horrible. And I have not made a YouTube video in almost 6, 8, 10 years. I don't know how long it's been, man, but it's been a minute. So I might end up remaking this topic once I get my bearings better. But I kind of just wanted to start YouTube again. I don't really care too much about the viewers, the subscribers, or anything. It's just I want to get my thoughts out there, because I have no one to share this with. So it's just like I might as well share it with whoever is willing to listen. That's really it. I got inspired by a couple of these channels popping up recently, these old school Call of Duty 2010s era. And yeah, so thank you guys. This is Jamie Two Shoes, and see you in the next video.